one of the fun things about your episode is that you got to deal with a recurring patient in terms of Dan. And so I'm curious what your approach was in shooting him specifically. Like, were you able to go back and watch his first episode to kind of get a look of to how they had shot it previously? What was your approach in that regard?
Well, the unique thing is that was my first shadow. Like his introduction, his storyline was introduced on the first episode that I shadowed. So I was already familiar with the character and also the actor, so and the thinking around how to introduce him and present him. So that's background knowledge I already had. So, in approaching this, it was like, okay, what's number two? Like what's the next thing we're saying about him? So, he's back. Okay. And what? So it's all about that emotion. It's the thing that's being withheld that needs to be revealed and how it unfolds. And I just allowed my actors to just go there emotionally. Like those days when we filmed were very heavy days on set. Because my actors are amazing, they're great. And they allowed that part of loss from their personal experience roll out. And so yeah.
Well, and I'm curious, another shot I was fascinated by was just how you were staging the ambulance in the beginning of the episode where the patient wasn't coming out. It was beautifully shot, and I'm curious how you came across kind of getting that visual of it.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that because it had several different lives before it was in our standard bay, like our ambo bay. It was going to be outside. It was going to be on location. It was going to be different things. But the idea was to hone in on who this character is and like heighten that and really set up that, oh, this is going to be Maggie's battle. She's the hero in this. We give her the hero shot. This is the thing that is gonna at least carry us through. So like that was the goal of that, is to make it feel bigger than the limitations of the space that we had. And all of the crew is responsible for that genius. I just made sure that we had it. So
I'm curious what your favorite scene to shoot was and why that was your favorite.
oh my gosh, it was the delivery and the um, worm extraction. I loved that so much because I hated the idea of like extracting, such a thing. But, the visual of it is just it's ripe with like amazing, camera angles and shot, things that I could just play with it, because it was I was like, what is this? And our props team, they're amazing special effects. Oh my gosh, they're amazing special effects people. Shout out to them for creating all of that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was one of the best things to shoot because I think everyone was excited to do something like that. So